Why Purdue? Why did you choose to come to West Lafayette?
I just felt like it was a great opportunity. We're building up right now, new coaching staff and everything, and I just felt like on my visit, felt like family. I knew some of the coaches from prior school, so felt like it was a good fit for me.
Kind of give us a breakdown of your skill set, your strengths.
Yeah, I feel like I can be a beast on the field. Just running after catch, making plays, elusiveness, just a big play waiting to happen.
Who do you like to model your game after?
There's a couple guys. St. Brown from the Lions. That's a big one. I watch a lot of tape on him. Just a lot of slots. Wanda Robinson. Just a lot of slots. Just trying to mirror different parts of their game into mine. So.
Just the other portal guys, kind of you've come up with here, coming to campus with. Kind of talk about those other two guys.
Yeah, all the guys that's come in, I just think they're really good. Everybody's got a really good skill set, and I think everybody in the receiver room can help us this year, and I think that's a huge part. I don't feel like it's going to be one or two guys. I think it's going to be a collective group, everybody, because everybody has a different skill set and something special to bring to the field.
Coach Marshall thought you could play at the next level. What do you think of that?
That would be a blessing. So, just learning from him, just in my short time here so far, I've already gained a lot of knowledge from him. A coach that's played in the position already, and then that's played here, just knowing exactly what to do and how to do it and how to get to that level. So, just picking his brain on just different things like that already, I've gained a lot of knowledge from him.
Where did you develop your work ethic?
I just think from a young age, my parents, they've instilled in me, hard work, that beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. So, I think just being able to combine both of those, I think that makes the things very interesting.
What's one thing you think people underestimate about you?
My size and toughness. Just a lot of people think, when somebody's smaller stature, they're not very tough. I'm looking to show that I can be very tough. In the run game, again, like I said, yards after catch, breaking tackles, just being tough overall. You know what I mean? I'm looking to display that.
Being a big play guy, do you feel like that's something that this team has been missing? That's something that you can add?
Yeah, I feel like they've had some playmakers as well. So, like I said, just guys coming in, they've already displayed on the practice field so far that a lot of us can make plays. So I just think, just adding to the room and trying to help in any way I can.
How important do you think spring practice is for building chemistry with the quarterbacks?
I think it's huge. Just that's where timing comes down. I think, when you get to fall camp, I think it's a little too late at that point. It's very hard. I wouldn't say too late, but it's very hard to get it. So once you can do it early now and just keep building throughout the summer, I think when it's time to go play ball, I think that's when the connections really get to show.
Are you working in the return game?
Yes, sir.
Punts?
Punts and kick return.
Just talk about that, your experience doing that.
Yeah, I've had a lot of experience in the return game, so just being back there again, Coach Marshall, just teaching me different techniques back there, techniques I haven't used, so I think that's very interesting. When you get different coaches and they get to teach you different things, and you get to really just pick and choose what feels comfortable to you. I think that's a huge thing. So again, he's played punt return as well, so just allowing him to teach me and for me to grasp all that knowledge. Sorry, I'm out of breath, y'all.
You're good.
I just got done catching
balls. Coach Owen mentioned that you're a high IQ guy. As far as just the knowledge of the game, where have you been able to develop that all, and where's all that knowledge come from? And can you dive into a little bit of that?
Yeah, I think that really started, when I was at a young age as well. My dad and I used to watch a lot of games, and he's more of on the off the field kind of stuff and in the classroom type deal. So I think that's where it started, and just from there, getting with different coaches and again picking their brain and kind of seeing how to watch film, what to look for, what tendencies and everything like that. So I think just that part of the game, I think once you can really hone in on the IQ, like you were saying, part of the game, and really stay in the classroom and see tendencies, and it'll slow down on the field as well. So